Grade 9 Practical Exam Model Answer. Starting with Task 3. You are now going to create a short presentation. From this sentence, you know that you are going to use the PowerPoint program to create your presentation. Point number 1, import the file blah.rtf. Placing the text as slides in your presentation software, remove any blank slides. This should provide 6 slides, each containing a title and some bulleted points. Alright, from point number 1, I'm going to revise with you how to import an RTF file inside the PowerPoint program. Let's start. Yalla been. Alright, now to import an RTF file inside your presentation, you must go to New Slide, then Slides from Outline. Slides from Outline, you're going to browse to your RTF file to import it inside the PowerPoint program. Here we go. Remove any blank slides like this and check that you have 6 slides. Alright, now the second point, the master slide should have. So I'm going to work on the master slide view. From View tab, choose Slide Master. A very important tip. 90% of the working inside the master slide done on the first slide. Okay. The exam asking me to add a light yellow background. So right click, choose Format Background. From here, choose a light yellow. I'm going to choose this one. Then, the image logo.jpg placed in the top right corner. Alright, so from Insert Pictures. Here we go. Remove it to the top right corner with the height 2.5 centimeter. Okay, 2.5 cm. Alright. And maintaining the aspect ratio. By default, it maintains the aspect ratio. Like this. Your sender number, candidate number, and name in a 10-point black serif font. Alright, you know that you cannot use these boxes. You must remove it, and instead of using these boxes, you're going to insert a text box. Here we go, I'm going to put it at the bottom right corner with my name, center number, and my number. Set the format to black color, it defaults by black. Font 10 and serif means Times New Roman, like this. Automatic slide number in the bottom left corner. Alright, I'm going to insert another text box and add inside it the slide number, like this. Alright, now a horizontal black line 3-point wide across the slide below the image. So from Shapes, I'm going to insert a horizontal line. Alright, below the image with a black color and the thickness equal 3 wide. Now, a text renewable energy in a black 72-point serif font above the line, left align, and there is no overlapping. Alright, or text wrap. For doing this, think that this word is a header for the PowerPoint presentation at the footer, so you cannot use the title box. Instead of doing this, you're going to resize this box and move this one a little bit down. Then insert a text box to retype these words. I'm going to take a copy and paste for saving the time. Applying the format, it's 72, black, serif, and remove it above the line, left align. No wrapped or overlapping. Exactly like this. Okay, now no master slide element, text or images should overlap on any slides. So I now done the master slide. Moving to the next step, insert a new slide before slide number 1 and set the layout to be title and subtitle. So I'm going to the normal view, adding a new slide, remove it to be slide number 1 and set the layout to title and subtitle, this one. Okay, here we go. Enter this text to be the title, and set this text to be the subtitle. Okay, now delete the slide with the title or opinion targets. Yes, this one. Great. I deleted. Move the slide with the production, so to be slide number 3, production, this one. I'm going to drag it to be slide number 3. Okay. Create a vertical bar chart using the table in blah 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 to show the predicted growth in global wind power capacity between 2010 and 2015. So I'm going to open my support files to find this file and open it inside the Excel program to create the vertical bar chart. Here is the support files and here's my file. Alright, first of all, I'm going to fit the contents of the columns inside the columns, then select the range, insert vertical bar chart, like this one. Okay. Then, place the chart to the left of the bullet points on the slide with the title Growth Production. Alright, the slide with the name Growth Production. Place the chart left aligned, so I'm going to resize this text box like this. And then take a copy from this one, removing the title. Didn't ask me about the title. Take a copy from the chart and place it here. I'm going to resize it a little bit to be clearly visible. And move the bullets in front of the chart. Alright, now save the presentation. So I'm going to save it with my name inside my working folder. File, save. I'm going to save it with my name. Inside my working folder as a PowerPoint presentation. Save. Alright, moving to the second task. Task 4, open the file course numbers.csv from your support files and save this file with the name My Course Numbers inside your working area. Okay, I'm going to my support files, opening the file. First of all, I'm going to fit the contents inside the columns and then file, save as to save it with the new name inside my folder with the name My Course Numbers. But this is not the main important point, that I'm going to save the file with a new name. The most important thing that you're gonna to change the type of the file or the extension from CSV to Excel workbook. Okay, this is a very important point. Be careful, all of you. You must set that file type to the Excel workbook. I'm going to press save and equal to the exam paper. Change courses to course dates and enter 6 into cell D13. All right, here we go. Courses to course dates without bold, like this. And in cell D13, I'm going to add number 6, like this. In cell F2, use a formula to calculate the monthly total number for January. Alright, so from here I'm going to use the sum function to calculate the summation of these and then press enter. To replicate this function, you're going to move to the right lower corner and then drag this black plus down, like this, to replicate the function. In cell B15, alright, use a formula to calculate the total number of delegates for word processing. Another summation. Select the correct range and then press enter. Here we go, I'm going to replicate this function to the column, to the row, sorry. Okay, then in cell B17, use a formula to calculate the average number. So I'm going to choose the average function, select the range, and then press enter. Replicate this function to the row. Exactly. All right. Now, place your school name left aligned in the footer. So I'm going to insert header and footer from here. Go to the footer. All right. Set the school name left aligned, NES, Abur. And your candidate number left aligned, your candidate number right aligned in the footer. Change the page orientation to landscape, so I'm going to back to the normal view and then set the page orientation to landscape. Exactly like this. Now change your spreadsheet to show the formula. Alright, from the formulas tab, I'm going to check this one to show the formula. Don't forget to resize the contents inside your columns. Make sure that the whole formula are visible. Already it's fitting inside the column width. Without now, you don't need to use the printing. Instead of this, I said that you're going to use the snipping tool to take screenshots from your task. So I'm going to open the snipping tool. Taking a screenshot like this, and then save it inside my working folder. I'm going to save it inside my folder under the name step 24 underscore show formula. Alright, now back to our work. Change your spreadsheet to show the data. Okay, I'm going to change it to the showing data, and don't forget to fit the contents again. Alright, create a pie chart of the total per year. Here's it. Create a pie chart of the total per year to show the total numbers for each type of course. Alright, so I'm going to select the course's name and pressing the control key because these are non-adjacent cells to select the total per year. Insert pie chart like this one. Alright, now place the pie chart on a new worksheet so that everything is clearly visible. So I'm going to cut it from here, add a new sheet and paste the chart here, resize it so that everything be clearly visible. Add the title, total course numbers. Okay, add the title, total course numbers. Then add data labels to show the name of each course, the numbers, and the percent. So you need to preview or view here three things: the name, the value, and the percent. Alright, I'm going to select my chart. From this green plus, choose data label, and then choose more options. Now you need the value, the name, and the percent, like this. Okay, it's done. I'm going to resize it a little bit more. Don't forget to press Ctrl S every time. Now, name the sheet tab contains the data to course numbers. Alright, and the chart with the numbers chart. Like this. Now, use the conditional formatting. You remember the conditional formatting? Okay. Use the conditional formatting on the data in the course column so the value less than 12 are displayed on a red background. So I'm going to select all of these data, move into the conditional formatting, and add a new rule. From format only cell that contains a data less than 12, set the format from here to let the fill of the background with the red color. Sometimes asking you to change the color of the text, the border, and whatever. But now you're going to change only the background fill for each cells. Press OK and then OK. These are the cells applying the rules. The last step, a validation rule is required to only allow values from 0 to 150 inclusive to be input in the cells that represent the course numbers per month. So if you want to do this step, you're going to select your range, then moving to the data tab. Here, you're going to choose data validation. To set the validation rules, you're going to work on a whole number in a range from 0 to 150. Okay, if you try to input a number out of this range, a pop-up window displayed telling you that this number out of the validation rules matches. Okay, now make sure you save your completed work inside your working folder. Don't forget to press Ctrl S. Exactly. Now, moving to the new task number 5. You are now going to edit a report about offshore wind power using a suitable software package. So I'm going to my support files and open this file like this. A very important point for all of you. Take this step before doing anything. You must check that these spaces are measured in centimeter. To do this, from File, go to Options, Advanced, move to the Display section, and check that the measurement unit of your ruler is in centimeter. Alright, let's back to our work. Alright, set the page, so I'm going to work on the page. Set the page size to A4. So from layout, I'm going to set the size to A4, like this. Orientation to landscape. Alright. Top and bottom margins, you can set this from margins, custom margins, or you can view the ruler and then double click here to set the top and bottom to 2 centimeters and the left right to 2.5 centimeters, like this. Now save the document with a new name in your working area. This is not the main point. I'm going to save this file with my name inside my working area, but this is not the main thing. you have to change the extension from RTF to Word document. File, save as, moving to my working folder, save it with my name, document, and change the file save type to Word document. Then press save. Okay. Now place in the header. So I'm going to insert a header with the 3 columns. Your center number left align, e.g. 138. The automated file name right align. So I'm going to remove this from here. And here from quick parts field search file name, if the exam asking you to add the path, they're going to check this. If not, just choose the file name and press OK. Here's my file name. Alright, in the footer, so I'm going to insert footer and choosing the 3 columns footer. Today's date left aligned, so I'm going to add here the today's date. Okay, here we go. Press OK. Your name and candidate number right aligned, so I'm going to remove this one and add my name and my number right aligned. All right. At the start of the document, so I'm going to back to the normal view, and at the start of the document I'm going to press enter to have a new line to type the words asking for. I click copy and paste like this. Change the format of the document to set it to center align, 26 point, bold and underline. Now below this title, so I'm going to press enter to add the subtitle report by, and then I'm going to add my name. Set the title and subtitle to sans serif, means Arial. Okay. And then make the subtitle right align, 18 points, bold and italic. Okay. After the subtitle, format the rest of the document as body text into 3 equal space columns with 1.5 centimeter spacing between the columns. To do this, go to the layout. Do not choose this 3-1 because the space by default in this one 1.27, and you need to set the space between the columns to 1.5 centimeter. So I'm going to choose more columns. 3. Set the spacing between the columns to 1.5, and be careful that you not need to apply this to the whole document because you need to apply this after the subtitle. So I'm going to choose this point forward. Press OK. Here we go. We have 3 columns with a 1.5 centimeter space. Set the body text to, I'm going to select the whole document, the whole body text, to apply the format. Fully justify. Okay, it's justify from here. Size 12. Serif font and single line spacing like this. All right. In the left column before the first paragraph on the document, enter the subtitle. So I'm going here to add a new subtitle. Press enter to have a new line. I'm going to take it, copy and paste. Hurry up. A global power source. I'm going to take it, copy and add it here. Okay. Now identify all the subheadings in the document and make them, so you need to format all the subheadings. I'm going to press the Control key to select all the subheadings like this. I have this one and also this one. Finally, this one. I'm going to change the format to center align, bold, underline, sans serif font means Arial, yes, and 14 point, like this. Okay, find the clip art image, so you're gonna have to find it inside your support file. So, and resize the image to 3.5 centimeter. Place the image on the first page, below the subheading a global power source here, aligned with the top of the first paragraph, aligned to the left margin. So I'm going to insert a picture here from my support files. Here we go. Set the height to 3.5 centimeter, 3.5. Make the text wrap around the image, so I'm going to choose from wrap text tight and drag it here. Control S to save your work. Now apply a square shade bullet, so I'm going to look for the higher one speed. This list, I'm going to apply the squared bullets like this, and apply the line spacing in the bullets list to be 1.5. Set the space between the bullet list to 1.5, like this. Okay, now save your document. Now, with the final task, task 6. You're going to create web pages about tourism in Egypt. The web pages need to be created and saved using an appropriate file structure in a folder name website within your test work area. So I'm going to my folder and creating a new folder, name it website, like this. Okay. Then use a suitable software package to complete these tasks. The two web pages require the same layout and style, so you're going to create a CSS style sheet. I'm going to open the Expression web program and then get a new file related to .css work. So I'm going to get a CSS file, starting working on this. The background color should be white, so from format, new style, the background and the page size related to the body tag, and then set the background to white. Okay. Now, the style sheet requirements are as follow. H1, so I'm going to format, new style, and typing H1 without the dot. Alright, now set the color to hash and 6 zeros. A very important point to mention here, that we know that each color composed of 3 colors, red, green, blue, and each color presented in 2 values. That's why I'm using 6 digits here, red, green, and blue. Alright, the font family is Arial sans serif. Okay, I don't need the Helvetica, so I'm going to remove it from here, like this. Font size 24 points. Okay, and then the text aligned to center. I'll find the text aligned in the block section to center, then okay. Format, new style, now with H2. The color equal hash FF 4 zeros. Font family Arial. Sans serif. With the size 18 points. and align to center also. So from text align, set to center, then press OK. Format, new style, the same, H3, with the color #00FF00. Font family, Arial, sans serif, 16 point, and left align. Now with P, the paragraph, okay, the color #40FF, then the font family also Arial, .12 points, and the block set to left align. Alright, now I completed the CSS file required. Now I'm going to save it inside my folder website. Alright, now inside my website folder I'm going to save it CSS file .css. Okay, before leaving the CSS file, I'm going to mention two very important tips. If you want to comment in your CSS file, you're going to use /*, then type your comment, maybe your name, your center number, or whatever, like this, and end the comment with //. This is point number 1. If you do anything wrong in your code, this is point number 2, do not remove it from the code. No, you just go to the Manage Styles section here, just right click over the tag that you want to modify and then choose Modify Style. Alright, so you can add the changes that you want here. Okay, this is a very important 2 points I'm gonna to mention before leaving the CSS file. Now, continue with the first page. Okay, let's go to the first page requirements. The first page home page requirements are as follows. So I'm going to have an HTML page and save it with the name home page inside my working folder. Yes, home page .htm. Okay, title Tourism in Egypt. Set to H1, but before setting this to H1, you need to attach your CSS file to your page to apply the format that you designed in the CSS file. So I'm going to press attach the style sheet, browse to my folder, and then attach my CSS file. Now if I'm going to select Tourism in Egypt and apply the format H1, you will find that the H1 format applied as you saved inside the CSS file. Now the heading, visit the Red Sea resorts. Okay. Set this to H2. All right. H2, including the text from the file weather.rtf, which needs to be set as P. Alright, so I'm going to my support files to open the weather file. Okay, from my support files. A very important point to mention, dears, you're gonna to copy the text from the weather file, but you need to open the notepad and paste your text there to remove any of the formats applied on this text. Then you're going to get the copy and paste it inside your folder to apply the P format on it directly. Okay, now link to other pages. Okay, but I don't know about the other pages, so I'm going to add 2 asterisks here with a highlight. So I got to remember that I have to back to this page to add the hyperlinks. Apply the CSS to this page. We apply this through attaching the style sheet to my page. Okay, so I type the title and apply it to H1, the heading and apply it to H2, copying the text and apply it as a paragraph. Link to other pages. This is the point that I'm going to go at the end of the task. Apply the style sheet. I already attached the style sheet, so I finished the first page. Moving to the second page, El-Haggan. So I'm going to create another HTML page and name it elgona.htm. Okay, get a new page and save it inside your folder with the name elgona.htm. Okay, let's see the requirement for this page. Number 1. Okay, I'm going to insert this table. By the way, this table contains 2 rows and 2 columns, but I have emerged cells here, so I'm going to insert table with 2 rows and 2 columns. The exam asking me to set the table width to 700 pixels, okay, and set the cell padding and cell spacing to 3. Perfect. All right, then press OK. So this is my table, and I'm going to merge these cells. Select the cells, right click, modify, merge, like this. Place the image champion.jpg in cell A. So I'm going to insert picture from file, browsing to my support files folder to get the image. Here we go. Okay. Now resize the image so that it becomes 250 pixels high and 250 pixels wide. Double click over the image and choose the appearance tab. Change the width to 250. Remove the keep aspect ratio because I need to change the width and the height. Free for each. So I'm going to change the height with 250. Okay. Now, please do not resize the table cells by yourself. When you finish the task, the contents of the table will fitting inside the cells automatically. So do not do this and rearrange the cells weights. No, keep it as it is. I'm going to type the word El-Haggan in cell B. And set this to H1. But I didn't attach the CSS file, so I'm going to attach the file here. Okay, and then set El-Haggan to H1. Exactly. Here I'm going to type the word El-Haggan Cable Park. And set this to H3. I'm going to paste again the text from the weather file from the notepad to remove any of the formats related to this text and set this to P. Link to other pages. Right now I finished my 2 pages, so I'm going to add a hyperlink between the home page and El-Haggan page. So I'm going here to type El-Haggan. Select the text, Control K, and then add a hyperlink to go to El-Haggan page. Now inside El-Haggan page, I'm going to add home page word, and then select the text, Control K, and link it to the home page. Exactly like this. So I'm going to preview my pages on any of the browsers. So I'm going to choose Internet Explorer. Okay, here we go. Here's my first page, the home page, with the heading, titles, paragraph, and hyperlink linked to the second page. All right, Great. But I wanted to mention something here. It's not good to set the title to untitled 1 or untitled here. So it's better to change this with the page name. So I'm going here to my home page, right click, choose page properties, change the title of the page to home page. Okay. And change El-Haggan to El-Haggan page. It's more better. Okay, now El-Haggan. Like this, save it. I'm going to refresh this in the Internet Explorer page, El-Haggan page, and here the home page. That's all about using the Expression Web program to design these pages. Thank you.